Hassel here, co-host of the Nerdy Man Room Show. And we proudly present to you Man Room Shorts. Your discretion is advised. You said NECA. You haven't had any NECAs yet.
No, we were talking about this earlier. I actually don't own any NECA figures, and I want those animated turtles because they're accurate to the animation. But
Yep.
I've always heard horror stories of don't open any NECA figures. But I'm an inbox collector anyway, so I'm
Well,
not gonna know, I'm not gonna know anyhow. But
I'll hit pros and cons when we get into this bad boy here because I have 90% of my NECAs are unopened. But I've got a few that are open, and we'll look at this one. And
and
lastly,
let me reference what I said to you. That it's not horror stories about how the figures are. It's horror stories about their manipulating them
posability.
and their posability and their joints are pretty bad from what I hear. Again, I don't own any, so I'm going off what I hear. But
And lastly, the other day to be a little love with this Ultimate Kane that came in the mail today, courtesy of Monster and G Money Entertainment. So, yeah, we'll keep this off and get these bad boys going. I'm going to start with the NECA.
all right, cool.
I was not going to open this figure originally. However, this is the figure with the Ultimate Nightmare Demons. And those that watch the movie, you know, there's 3 werewolf demons that bust up in the house, shoot up David's family, and, you know, sets up a pretty cool scene. Upon it arriving, I open. His head's at his damn feet. There's 3 other heads that come with this figure right here, but the 4th Dream Demon, his head is literally at his damn feet. So I've got no other option but to open him. So I figured, what better?
So is this one of the things that I hear about? That is this a byproduct of how their joints are and their looseness or toughness at times to even move?
No, this is the first one I've ever had with this sort of
Okay.
issue. I'm honestly thinking it's just because they designed it for the head to come on and off fairly easily for the fans to, you know, change out the heads, necks, and so forth and so on. So I'm thinking maybe they're not as, this particular figure is not as snug as it typically would be
Yeah,
on purpose.
and even
And
that
it
head
just,
movement is that's not. I was just asking if it's usually indicative of them, which it sounds like it's not. But to be fair to every producer out there or every manufacturer out there, this happens on a lot of figures that have removable heads. I've seen it on Marvel Legends that have replaceable heads. I've seen it on DC Multiverse ones. It's not hugely widespread. Like every single version of that character is like that. It's just you occasionally run into those from every single one of the manufacturers. I don't know if you can really when you make the extra pieces like that. I'm not sure how well you can avoid it because you got to pack them and
yeah, because I have an Ultimate Freddy behind me though. Well, over here that I opened up as Elm Street 2 Freddy. Yeah, that's one of my more favorite makeups for Freddy. He looks more evil. That's the most evil he looked of all the movies to me. Even though the movie is, a little bit of a stinker. And he poses well. He looks good. No super tightness of the joints. The only flaw he had is he has a back piece of flames, so that he has the look where he's doing, "You're all my children now," and there's flames behind him. The back piece weighs him down, so
I
you
got
really
you.
can't keep that on him. It looks great in the box that way. Not so much out of the box. But with that being said, I always go through the bottom. I don't know why. I guess because
I know
if
who
you
to
got to put
ask.
on, yeah. But I guess because, you know, if you ever stand it back up, the top's still sealed, it's not bowed, it's going to sit on the part that, you know, you pry it out. So let's see what we got here.
Uh, And something I like about the NECA figures, though, even though I don't own any, is that for an inbox collector like me, that window on the front is an awesome piece where you can just open that flap or have it closed.
Yeah. And it's really great if you go to a con too, because if you meet the actor, you can always sign that little piece there
Yeah,
and then leave it like this. That's what I've done with a few of mine.
yeah, and I
Well, that means there's the head. He's got some guns here. several knives, different hands. We have the Molotov cocktail. You have the various heads here for the different demons. I really like the wolf head there. Oh.
To an inbox collector, that's the worst sound in the world.
That means, yeah, there's no going back to MOC at this point. So with that being said, even though I will put him back in the box and display him that way, I'm going to put the head that I want on him the most, so that when I open the little window, he looks the way I want him. And that is the werewolf head. Just to give you a little detail there.
So you don't like the one that came on him? I thought that one was cool looking. The kind of the helmeted, almost looks like a. He almost looks like a.
It has a zombie. It's a zombie soldier.
Yeah.
A zombie wolf soldier, and it does look really great. I just because of the werewolf theme. It's like one is. You almost have like the wolf minus all the hair, then like a mid transformation, then full transformation, and I always took this one as like a zombie, like an undead wolf version. And it fits in there quite well, actually. That worked out. The head snaps on somewhat decently. It's a little iffy on posability after that, though. They make it easy for it to come on and off, but I think it's going to be a deal where it's easy to come on and off.
Yeah.
But as you can see, he does. He looks cool. I was thinking about putting it back in the box, and then I was like, well, maybe if he looks cool enough, I'll leave him out. But with his head the way it is, I'm going to be honest. I just have a feeling I'm going to come home one day and his head's going to be laying at his feet again. So I'm going to put him back in the box the same way. But he does have a lot of really cool detail, a lot of cool accessories.
They do a great job with the detailing and the accessories. I've just always heard their joints are one figure will be great, and one figure you won't be able to move the joint without breaking it. And
his arms and legs, he had decent mobility. The head is what it is. The way it snaps on, and they made it, I guess, easily to come on and off. You don't got a lot of range of motion there before it comes off.
Gotcha.
I mean, it wouldn't take your 4-year-old nephew to tear the head off, I'll put it that way.
But at least those are, even if you open those, you can still put those back in. You can still see it if you pose a certain way and you want it because the window box. I'm one of those people. If I'm opening one, I end up having to buy two of it because I got to have one in the box. If it's good enough for me to have one in the box and open, then I got to have one to open and one in the box.
But then now he actually has a head on him. The head I prefer. I can always lie to people telling us a chase. But it's now on the open part, so we're good on that. So